Hi, my name is Jordan Beard. On behalf of Monroe Comprehensive High School, I'm here to present our data overview from the years 2011 to 2014 EOCT test results. The purpose of this data overview is to highlight areas where Monroe High has performed well and identify areas where Monroe High should focus more attention. 2. The data sources that will be used to examine this are the EOCT results from 2011 to 2014. This discussion should spark the debate about the best possible solution to address the issues presented in this presentation. The EOCT results for 2013-2014, were a little unique. The group that exceeded the expectations was slim to none, like 10% or less. The group that met the expectations was also a very low number, below 30%, which is not good at all. The most disturbing aspect is the students that did not meet any expectations was so high in the years of 2013 and 14. As you can see, the EOCT results for the years 2012 and 2013 look very similar to the years 2013 and 2014. The amount of students that exceed expectations is very slim as well. The amount of students that meet the expectations is about the same as well, kind of medium level comparison. And the students that do not meet the criteria, man, it is skyrocketing. The process has continued. We have to do something to stop this trend. The EOCT results for the year 2011-2012, they are very similar to the other years. Also, the students that do not meet the expectations or exceeds the expectations are very low. The students that meet the expectations is barely medium, 30%. The student that does not meet any criteria has skyrocketed to 70%. We definitely have to do something. The school demographics at Monroe Comprehensive High School are predominantly African American students. Monroe High is located on the south side of Albany, Georgia, which is a very urban area. So we have a lot of disadvantaged students and a lot of African American students are present. As you can see, is very few white students, Hispanic, or American Indian students. So all the data is basically geared toward the African American students because the population of any other ethnic groups is zero to none. EOCT demographics that do not meet the requirements. These pie graphs from the year 2011 to the year 2014 demonstrate that students are having trouble in a variety of areas, as ninth grade literature and composition, American literature and composition, analytic geometry, biology, coordinate algebra, economics, business, free enterprise, mathematics 2, physical science, and U.S. history. The pie charts demonstrate what areas are the weakest and what areas have some strength, but remind you that none of these students met the requirements. The EOCT demographics that exceeded expectations on the test are as shown by these pie charts. There's no subject that really just heavily outweighed the others because none were over 50%. I think the highest percent out of all years in a particular area was like in the low 30s. Some students did do very well, but there's other areas that we need to work on and also get the numbers up in the amount of people that are exceeding while taking this exam. The school scores and the district scores are very similar. Honestly, I thought the scores would be a little different because the extra amount of students that kind of help even out the bunch. You have your that are very brilliant, and you have some students who it take them a little while longer to gather some of the concepts. So I thought the numbers are very differently, but for the most part, even on the school level and the district level, the numbers are fairly the same. High numbers of students who do not meet the needs. About 20% of students who do actually meet the needs, and around 7 to 13% who exceed. Well, as you have looked at the data that was presented, you can tell that the African American students performed well in ninth grade literature and composition. That was like one of the highest scores out of all the years. So that's a good thing. The number of students who are exceeding on the test, we have to do something about that. We need to have more students, at least get to the 20 to 25% mark. That can be a short term goal. And also, more than half of the students each year did not meet expectations. So that's another thing we have to bring down as well. Another thing that I observed is that Monroe is in desperate need of some diversity. If you check the numbers out, it is very few other students there besides African American students. I'm sure this presentation will spark a debate. There are several issues that will rise to the top, but I'll give you a few that you can think about on your way out. What instructional strategies can we use to increase performance? Obviously, what is taking place now is not as effective as it could be. So maybe if we can switch a couple of things up, maybe integrate some technology here and there, we can get some scores up, get the children more motivated. We need to identify what areas need the most assistance and what steps need to be took because it's obvious that steps were taken in other areas to strengthen those areas because they were once a weak. So if we can get a good balance going, maybe all the scores will continue to rise. One of the biggest questions that I would have would be where would the resources be coming from? Would they be coming from the district level, the school level? Like who will be responsible as far as a budget standpoint for making sure that our school and our district numbers continue to rise or improve? I would like to thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedules to listen to this data overview that will better serve our community and our state. Thanks.